I'm FD from Rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
I'm rolling with FD.
And this is my co-host, Big Jon.
Hey YouTube, it's your boy Big Jon. Thank you for rolling with me and FD here on What's the Play.
We're here every week.
Big Jon, what's going on?
What's up? What's going on?
Talking sports, the hobby, pop culture, and much more.
Catch us every Tuesday night talking about sports, the sports car hobby, and current events. Go Bears.
Most of these teams that do not care about if they're winning ball games. They care enough about, are you interested in what they're doing?
Beckett probably going out of business or getting bought sooner.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard, if he comes back, he's going to end up going back out.
Dion, you don't got to like that he cocky, but he got a right to be.
Big Jon, if Jimmy Butler goes to the Bay, I'm on the ground and I'm not. And you all know we're going to bring on guests from the hobby and everywhere else that you want to hear from.
You have to be prepared for haters. You have to be prepared for people who don't like you.
I started opening up my first packs in 1976.
I don't want to interrupt you, but while you're talking, I just got some background entertainment for you, but keep going.
What are you playing? Michael Jordan.
We got Junior in the house. We got Paxton in the house.
A lot of players got to find a way to win based on their own strengths.
What would we say is John Morant's strength?
Attacking the rim.
You know, small guards attack the rim, don't play long. This is the What's the Play podcast. What's up?
What's up?
What's going on? Boston and the Knicks are in overtime. Big Jon, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm charged up. I got energy today for this.
I do too. Let's get it. Lots to talk about. Lots to go through.
Excited. So let's run down some scores right now. We just talked about Boston and New York. I know the game between OKC and OKC has just taken a lead.
Heck was in the chat. Congratulations to the Florida Gators.
Oh yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Good evening, gentlemen. Yeah, Hector, what's up? Yeah.
You're a good chomp.
Wow. Florida. Not since Joakim Noah and
Al Horford.
And those guys. And I watched that. I mean, I was all over that team. I love that team.
Mm-hmm. Back when Billy Donovan could coach.
You know he's going to the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah. He'll be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
You think he'll want to chip in the pros one day?
No. What a play. What an inbound play. Boston.
Yeah, number 40. Yeah.
You know, Tibbs, man, you should be a little bit worried with all these late season firings.
What the hell? What kind of defense was that right there?
I don't know, man.
I think whenever the Knicks go to overtime, I just think whoever they're playing is going to just run them out to the gym.
Yeah. Take your time. Why are you shooting? So what do we want to start today? We want to start with basketball. You want to start with Ovechkin, breaking Gretzky's record. We got MLB in full swing.
Let's start with Ovechkin. And the only question I have on that, I think Ovechkin is a great player. Is he the GOAT? No. And I only ask this question because when LeBron broke Kareem's record, it was supposed to be material. It was like it really meant something. So does this record mean that? What does this record mean for Ovechkin?
Okay. Don't be ESPN now trying to bring up LeBron. We talking about Ovechkin, right? We talking about Ovechkin and his greatness.
Wait a check.
Okay. Ovechkin was. All right, hockey's different, right? Because goals is one thing, but you get points for assists as well.
That's right.
And so you could take all of Gretzky's. I heard this today. You could take all of Gretzky's points away, and goals away, and he still has more total points than anybody else because he's an assist guy. I think the debate who was better, Crosby or Ovechkin.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can give that to Ovi.
Okay.
Right? And even though Crosby has more assists, but I think Ovi goal scorer. And one thing I do respect is that he told his coach, I don't want to break the record on an empty net.
Okay.
And again, being Canadian matters, like Hector says. Being Canadian kind of matters to the hockey fans. It's their sport. So, but I, not being knowledgeable of hockey, have utmost respect for the achievement of scoring that many goals, because you don't see a lot of hockey games end in 5-4. You know, in 3. Right. You scored 3 goals in a game, and then you had a great game as a team.
Yeah.
So,
but y'all don't actually, y'all getting that top sound.
I am not. I will get to what the top now I'm waiting on. We'll get to, but I'm not doing that.
So is it not legit to ask, what does this put Ovechkin all time in the hockey game? I'm talking about the hockey.
Oh, that's definitely legit to ask.
Okay.
I think me and you answering that question are the two wrong people to be asking that question to.
Oh, probably so.
We should be asking the question to others. I mean,
that's why I'm not jumping out
there. Hockey since the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I'm not jumping out there creating the all-time list. I'm not touching that. Just asking questions.
You know, I think your internet is.
Am I lagging or you lagging?
I think I don't know. I'm gonna turn some things off real quick on my end.
Okay.
Just to hold on.
Everyone out there, let me know. Can you hear me?
Turn a couple things off on my end, the way my band will.
Okay.
Like I don't even know who's number 2 and 3 in hockey. You know, I know Gretzky.
You got
I know Ovechkin. I know Crosby.
Gordie Howe is in the middle.
Gordie Howe, Bobby Hull.
Yeah. But I couldn't. If you asked
that's all I know.
If you ask me to make a top 10, yeah, I'm struggling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if John gets better. I think he'll get better if some of the stuff he's turned off. I can already see him clear on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're back in business. So I'm happy for him. How many total goals do you think Ovechkin will have before he retires? How much longer do you think he's playing?
Maybe 2-3 seasons. He could end it with 1,000.
That would be
I mean, if he ends with 1,000, then that GOAT conversation gets very, very deep and interesting. That round number of 1,000 goals scored. That's a nice round number to have.
And I remember a time, even a few years ago, I heard people saying, well, he probably won't get there. He's not going to make that record. Hey, quick question. Switching gears, back to basketball. Have you seen Ja Morant's new celebration?
No. Was it?
It's like
just a full-on semi-automatic?
Well, it's like he takes a grenade, throws it in the crowd, and then puts his hand over his ears. I kid you not. And I wanted you to have a genuine reaction to what I just told you. He's doing that tonight in the game. And this is his hands over his ears after he throws the fake grenade. Big Jon, what are your thoughts?
So remember when Trae Young made the playoffs the one time and he embraced being heel. I think this is what John Morant is trying to do. And it's not successful because we don't think John Morant's this bad guy, this a-hole type person, right? We see John Morant as a fun-loving, good basketball player, and so this is change of attitude. We'll see.
So you get
how much money do you want to cost yourself? How much money do you want to cost yourself?
You get fined and you say the hell with these people. I'm gonna do my thing. Is that what we're doing?
Because how much do you want to get fined? How much do you want to you want to be out of Memphis? You want to be out of Memphis? Go ahead. I hate when people get all this money for these athletes or entertainers and they want to associate themselves with hood violence, right? And you may have friends, families, aren't trust that, but you want to act like you were this, gangster rapper. Like Bow Wow said it best. These athletes really wish they were rappers.
But my thing is this: do you think he's just being defiant, or you think he really wants to live a life that is this is what he does on a regular basis?
It's both.
Because let's say you got a 7-year-old, and they're running around they're playing Cowboys. They're running around and they're beep 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 beep. Or they get their favorite toy from their movie, where in the movie people are shooting people with lasers. Do they really want to be, or are they just having fun? They don't really want to be.
Is John Morant 7 years old? Is he not a 20-year-old man?
He asks about his shoe size and not his age. He acts on that level, man, with some stuff.
But that's what I mean, right? You throwing up gang signs, and listen, you can't be throwing up. I don't care if your local place embraced you in this culture. When this culture is in other states and you don't know these people, and you throw them these signs, you're asking yourself to be exploited, to be taxed, to be taken advantage of, for your own safety.
You are.
Right?
Yeah.
And you from Sumter, South Carolina. If you don't know, Sumter, South Carolina is one of the most rural places you can be. There's not much to do. It's one of those towns that maybe have 10 lights. It's a night, and a bunch of nice people come from there, and you can stretch your money to have a nice house, a nice amount of land, and live a good life, right? You got all this money, you acting like this, and right now, 2 seasons removed from being suspended for showing a gun on Instagram. Whether it's fair for them to fine you or not, your past behavior is following you right now, and you don't want to change it. It should probably be banned league wide, right? Any gun gestures like that should probably be banned league wide, with the state of the popularity of the league is right now, right? To be one of them things that we can be more creative with our celebrations, right?
Hector says, yeah, but jobs in the public eye with all these shootings, the league won't tolerate it. Take the money and be an asset to society. Why take the low road?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Right.
What do you think T. Morant is on this?
I don't know.
The NBA just gave y'all number one team in the league a stimulus package tonight. NBA, the softest league in professional sports. Unreal Lakers in 5. But y'all know, you know the Lakers ain't doing nothing in 5. You notice how this Lakers in 5 stuff is taking legs?
Yeah. Well, if we go to. I said this last year that Taylor Jenkins should have been fired because there's no adult in the room. I said that when they drove Iguodala out, right?
Oh, what about the ex-defensive player of the year?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
D Rose.
Yeah.
You have a team who doesn't respect veteran leadership because their star player is a child.
But if you're the coach, though, what can you do about that? You drafted a guy high. He's pulling guns out. He's doing certain things. He's throwing grenades in the audience now. I mean, what can you do?
Nothing.
You can't sit him down.
No. Unless you are you fully have the backing of the ownership and the general manager.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because players are used to saying, hey, I want this coach fired. Right? And the ownership doing it. Whereas when you have a Greg Popovich, an ex-Spoelstra, who has the, backing of the ownership, it ain't riding. You can leave. You're free agent. You can leave. We can trade. We said a lot of bad things about Pat Riley, but Pat Riley has never whimpered and just did what the star player wanted to do.
No.
Has that hurt him at times? Yeah. Does that hurt him with the Jimmy Butler situation? Does that hurt him with the original D Wade situation? Yeah.
So go ahead.
But it's also allowed them to win championships. It's also allowed them to
okay. Go ahead. You said championships? Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's allowed them to win championships. It's also allowed them to get big stars. It's also allowed them to, trust Eric Spoelstra and give Eric Spoelstra an actual chance to be a coach, to be the coach he's become, because he had the backing of the ownership.
Mm-hmm.
This firing of Mike Malone, I don't care. They just lost 4 games in a row. You are a week from the playoffs and you're going to fire your coach? You think that's going to ignite your team to come together to win a championship?
But we talk about these teams don't care about winning. Sometimes they care about profits, ticket sales, jersey sales, concession sales, whatever sales. That's what they pretty much care about. I just think the league is changing. I think what we're seeing is a change in the league. You talk about Pat Riley representing the last 2 generations of basketball from a coach, executive, player perspective. He was playing in the 70s, which was 50-something years ago. And then you come all the way up to this Mike Malone situation where he's terminated today with the Denver Nuggets. And there are leaks coming out about he treated Murray and the Joker differently than he really did the rest of the team. He came out, and we couldn't even play it here later. He came out in the press conference and said 2 days ago that these cats don't watch film and they don't take this thing seriously. Now, when he was saying that, I'm thinking to myself, before I even knew about Joker and Murray, he's probably not talking about them.
Right.
Probably talking about these other cats that are running around. Supposedly upstairs, they didn't care for the fact that he was playing another guy instead of Westbrook late in the 4th quarter. And we all know how Westbrook can get down in the 4th quarter. So, yeah, he might need to go sit down. And if I'm a coach and I'm trying to get somewhere, I don't care about the name on the back of your jersey. I care about the name on the front of your jersey and what we're doing as a team. So I think there's just a transition in sports. We saw Mike Brown get terminated from getting in people's asses, making sure that they play defense, calling people out in the press conference. All that's old school coaching.
Yeah.
And I don't think the modern day athlete is ready for that.
Phil Jackson. Couldn't coach in these days, right? You see, couldn't coach Carmelo.
No.
Right? So if you want to get rid of coaching in, you already don't practice as much as you used to do.
Yep.
Right? If the players know so much and they don't need coaching, get rid of them. No coaches on the bench. Let the players coach. Let's see how that works.
Machado talking about here how Ja and Zion fumbled their moments in the NBA. Hey, I've been right and wrong on other athletes. These two guys right here never did it for me. I've never looked at either one of them and saw when Zion blew his shoe out at Duke and then started his career, played well, injuries after injuries, and really, we talk about and no, let's not leave out LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Zion and LaMelo are the same players. They played like the same amount of games. One came out a year or so before the other. A year, I think, before the other. But they played the same amount of games. So when we pay on potential and we don't pay on getting it done, these are the things that's going to happen.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to say this, right? Ja, Zion, you can add Trae Young in that. You can add LaMelo in that. You got so much money. You got so much potential. What are you going to do with it? I can say this, right? I can tell with Trae Young that he's passionate about basketball, at least. I can't say that for the other three.
I believe that too.
I can't say how passionate about basketball. And I'm not talking about getting better, competing. I'm not talking about trying to just you play with a pure passion. You enjoy it. Right or wrong, Trae Young, when I watch him play basketball, he enjoys the game of basketball.
I will agree with that.
I can't say that about LaMelo. I can't say that about Zion. I can't say that about Ja.
Mm-hmm.
I think LaMelo loves being the center of attention, and basketball gives him that. His basketball ability gives him that.
I agree. We got Joke on his way out. I like to know where is he going. I don't even know where he's at on his contract. Or does that matter? I don't know.
I mean, when they break this team up this offseason, because they're not winning, and Denver goes back to being a nothing burger.
Hey, it wasn't that long ago. I will continue to remind people of this. That we were saying, man, Denver is about to roll off a dynasty.
Yeah.
Please let's remember as we go forward how hard that is to do. It's extremely hard to do.
So I'm gonna put you out like this, right?
What's up?
Next year, Joker, $55 million. Murray, $46 million. Porter, $38 million. Aaron Gordon, $22 million. That's your top four salaries.
Okay.
140, basically $141 million in salaries they're gonna have next year, and in just those four players.
So when we look at the offseason and we look at the next year's trade deadline, who's still around?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
Joker has 3 more years after this year. In 2027, 28, he's going to be making $62 million. Murray has 4 more years. Gordon has 4 more years. Porter, 2 more years on his deal. And then Zeke Najee has 3 more years, and he's making an average of $8 million a year. After that,
Okay.
So who's gonna be on this team? What is this team gonna look like?
They're breaking all this
because you can't. This move sounds like you don't want to play the luxury tax, championship or not.
Hey, let's give it. I'm gonna give a little shout out right quick. Then we're gonna get back to this. OKC is up by 15. Shea has 42. Jay Will has 24. Luka has 23. Reeves has 24. LeBron has 28.
Who they playing?
What's up?
They're playing the Lakers. Is that the second game with the Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
they're gonna break up Denver.
Yeah.
So just get ready. Now, so the biggest question is gonna be where's Joker going? The second biggest question for me is where's Aaron Gordon going? Do you know how much better Aaron Gordon can make several teams out here? And we can't sleep on Murray. So where are those guys going? And how will it change what's going on? I know I can name plenty of teams to pick up the Joker. We know what that's going to do. Pick up Aaron Gordon. Ooh. So who's the interim coach? I haven't heard any talk of that. Who's the interim coach?
I don't know. I don't know anybody on their coaching staff like that. It's just a weird timing of the move. I heard Shams report that there were both a power struggle between the GM and the coach, and they just got rid of both of them.
But the GM was Booth. I didn't know the GM was Booth.
I didn't know either.
Do you remember when Booth played ball?
Yeah. I
know you're younger than me, but I did not know he was there.
I did not know either. But he also the one that paid these players. Yeah. I don't know. So if you're going to do this in the offseason, why don't you even wait to see where y'all finish offseason? Because how do you?
We're talking about multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar owners. I don't think they care about off-season playoffs. It could be game 2. It could be game 100. They're not concerned about that. Especially if Malone comes across as a guy who thoroughly expresses himself.
Yeah.
So he could say something behind closed doors at any given point in time that somebody could say, I need you to walk right now.
Mm-hmm. I need Malone in Chicago. I'll take him over Donovan.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. I would take him over Donovan in the heart.
Nice. Splendid. Malone is going to make a lot of people better. Like I said again, where's Mike Brown going to end up? All these real deal coaches, where are they going to end up?
Oh, I mean, Malone.
Machado is saying what I'm thinking. You put Aaron Gordon on the Warriors, it's a problem. You have him and Draymond out there, it's a problem. What's that?
Him, Draymond, and Jimmy?
It's a problem. There's several other teams that Aaron Gordon. I love Aaron Gordon, man. I think he's so underrated. And I think he has more in this game to give. He's super athletic. He can take you off the dribble. He can post you up. He can do a turnaround out of the post. He can shoot the 3.
So mark my words, there are 2 teams that are going to be getting rid of players this offseason. 1 is the Nuggets. 2 is the Suns.
I'm gonna tell you number 3. Golden State Warriors. Whatever game Kuminga plays is one less game Kuminga will be with the organization.
I will tell you this. Do you realize outside of Jimmy Butler and I think one other person, that whole Warriors team is all drafted.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
They're all drafted that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there need to be some people in the scouting department fired.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
If you look over to the East, right? If I'm Milwaukee, if I'm Philly, if I'm Miami, I'm looking at this fire and I'm like, we're going to pick up some pieces this offseason, right? To compete with Boston, to compete with New York. Like, we need to go over here and then pick a package. Let me get an Aaron Gordon. You know what? Let me get a Murray. You know, let me. Can I get Booker from Phoenix?
Mm-hmm. I think he's going to.
He wants to stay.
Well, he can want that. It's time for him.
Again, why they GM hasn't been fired yet.
You know? So Machado says the Lake Show. I mean, going to pick up the Joker. That'd be interesting.
So in order for that to happen, LeBron would have to go.
Oh yeah, I think I would give that up.
Huh?
I would give up LeBron for the Joker.
I don't know if he has a no trade clause or not.
I'm pretty sure he does.
So you just have to figure that one out. Because that 55 million, you can't replace that without getting rid of LeBron.
Mm-hmm. But do you see LeBron playing in Denver?
Nope, not at all.
No, don't see that. ML Boat 72. Good evening, you guys. What's up, ML Boats? It's good to see you. See,
he's a Jazz fan. Another team that would be broken up.
True. You got Jordan up in here. Big Jon said, "What's up, Boats? My Utah Jazz are trash, but I'm still a fan." I haven't heard the name Lauri Markkanen in a while.
Not at all.
Put him on the Spurs. I still need the Wemby to get past year 5 for something new. So I still got thoughts.
Luka got ejected.
He probably got, when the game started to slip a little bit, Luka will hit the showers. He'll create a problem. I like to see it.
Arguing with a fan.
Hold on, let me see if I can find this.
It's on ESPN just sent to me on the phone. I gotta see this.
Luka search. Arguing with a fan about what? Oh, here we go. Hold on, people. Trash talking a fan. And he'll say some outrageous stuff.
He will.
Oh yeah, he'll call. He'll say this. Let's see here.
It's great seeing all the stars in action tonight. Nobody's sitting except for Rui. That knee management. Doncic starts, stop, shoot, gonna score.
Well, he got the switch. He won it again. Hardenstein. Luka's thrown out of the game.
Oh
no, Luka just got thrown out.
There you go. Second technical. Doncic is gone.
Luka is saying he was talking to a fan, and the official is saying he was talking to me. So that's his second technical. He's out of the game.
What'd he say?
Luka makes this shot.
Yeah,
and I guess one of the first row, he was saying something. Luka said something back, and the official happened to be in that area.
Yeah.
And he called the second tee. So
that is something.
Bye, Luka.
Yeah, that's something that Luka is always engaging with the fans or another teammate. But unfortunately,
that was a bogus call.
Bogus call.
He wasn't
tough
even
bucket.
looking at the ref.
No, that's a bogus call. It was a tough bucket, though. That was a tough bucket by Luka.
I want him there to when we see 3 zeros. I want him there to the end. Don't kick him out.
That was a tough bucket.
What's the saying?
And that was a soft call.
We want that belt to ass. We don't want to go to the locker room early. Joker needs a team that runs through him. Well, if LeBron's on the team, he's not going to run through him. And if the Luka's on the team, he's not going to run through him. Hecker. I agree. I break the internet. You give up LeBron for Joker? I don't think a lot of people are shocked by that, Jordan. This is not 2007. I don't think people are shocked by that at all. He's not all that. Missed a lot of games, Laurie. Yes. He's not all that. I'm glad Golden State didn't get him. they've been setting most their players, Jazz, tank mode. Who they taking for? Cooper Cup? I mean, what's his name? Yeah, Cooper Flag. Who they taking for? No, you want to talk about Cooper Flag? You think Cooper Flag's on that level?
Oh, he's gonna be number one pick, man.
He what?
He's gonna be number one pick.
Oh yeah, draft is weak, but is he on that level?
He's on.
Is he on franchise changing level? He's a nice player. He's not franchise changing level.
The hype is there for that.
Oh yeah,
I watched the game. I watched the championship game. Only game of Cooper Flag that I watched all year, and I felt like for most of the game, he was heads and shoulders the best player on the court.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I agree with everything you just said. Is he franchise changing level?
I mean, look at the franchise he's gonna go to. Of course, he's franchise changing. He's gonna end up going to.
Okay. Is he championship in 7 years? That's not that dude, man. That's not that dude. That dude's good. That dude's a solid contributor.
But we said this last week, right? You look at how hard the guy from Florida played in the Final Four through the whole tournament. Mm-hmm. And then you go to the draft and you look at the reports of draft. Oh, it's Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, the other dude from Rutgers. Like, you got two dudes going in the top 5 who didn't even make the tournament. Mm-hmm. Like,
how many NBA players on the court last night?
2.
That's it.
2.
That's it.
Hector, if you're still here, what is the players from Florida name?
With the dreads.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. Hold on.
How is he? Why is Jordan? Why is Flag a franchise player to prove it otherwise? What franchise has he changed?
Is he going to be the Washington Wizards franchise player?
Yeah, what franchise has he changed?
The Charlotte Hornets franchise player? Which franchise are we talking about?
Like, this is all hype again. We paying off hype. We paying off hype.
You too, Train.
You just seen him shrink in the biggest game of his life when it got tight.
I love it, man. People love the hype train. They love seats hanging off the sides. Hector says, so basically, Thunder pulled away after ejection. Win, unfortunately, tainted. Lakers have a shot. I think that's all what optics you look through, Hector. Lakers were about 1 point when Luka went out. OKC had already come back. I think they were down by, when I first started looking at it, down by 7. So it all depends on how you look at it. Hector, we know you from SoCal.
I think I'm getting Hector and Michael mixed up in my head.
No, Hector, every comment he makes is elevating SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
I love that in you, though.
Okay. LP, I disagree with Duke doesn't make good pros because Carlo Bruiser was a good pro.
Well, they've made a lot of soft pros.
They don't make stars. They don't make superstars.
Kobe was 18, nothing proven for sure. Are you comparing Kobe to Cooper Flag? Wow.
Again, and how many years did it take the Lakers to give Kobe Bryant the keys? Kobe Bryant had to beat out at least 3 other players before he got the keys.
Nick, Van Exel,
Eddie Jones.
And there was another guard there.
Like,
I mean, that job was locked down by Eddie Jones.
Yeah, he didn't come in and get the keys. He didn't come in and get the keys and get it. He earned it. He took it.
We got Shaq down on the block.
Yeah, he didn't get the keys after he won 3 championships, and they chose him over Shaq. We gonna.
Hey, I love it. If
Boozer was different. I'm not gonna call. He's a bull. I'm not gonna call him soft.
Boozer was off the chain before that knee injury. He was off the chain before the knee injury. If people want to disagree with that, then okay.
I'm just saying that honor for Boozer is the hair dye. It's the hair dye, you know.
Walter Clayton Jr.
Yes, Walter Clayton Jr. He looked like a solid pro, not a superstar, but a solid pro.
Yeah. I mean, when they were down by 15, I thought this game's over.
Yo, Houston, you just came back from down 13. The biggest comeback win in match history, just to lose it the next day, 2 days later.
Grant Hill? I like the fact that people still respect Grant Hill. Great player. Had some injuries.
Tatum.
I like that. Yeah, Tatum. We'll see who Tatum is. Shane Battier, great defender.
You know, I don't consider Kyrie a Duke player.
What do you play? 12 games? What do you play?
Yeah. He got injured. I don't consider him being a Dookie just because he didn't play any games. He was just there because he couldn't go pro from high school. Basically, it was a waiting period.
Yeah, I remember people thought he might be a bust. Like they really didn't know what's going on with that knee. All right, what we got here? Just those alone, Duke royalty, we could go down the roster. They have some 10 plus years. Hey, if you're a Duke fan, I'm with it. Nolan Smith? I don't know if I'm naming Nolan Smith.
The pedigree is there for Duke, just like the pedigree is there for Kentucky.
I would say if you put Kentucky and North Carolina against Duke, I would roll with Kentucky and North Carolina players over Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mashburn, Shai, and we can keep naming Kentucky. And we already know what North Carolina's all about.
AD?
Yeah. Keep naming them. Oh, yeah. Boogie Cousins? Oh, yeah.
They're blue bloods for a reason, right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't wait for the NBA playoffs. There's a lot of speculation. Go ahead, Big Jon.
Next year, we're gonna pay attention to college basketball next year. We're gonna get in it. We're gonna pay attention to
it. I can get motivated to dive into that. Used to be into it real big, but I can get back in there. LP says, whatever happened to Nolan Richardson? Retired. I think Nolan Richardson started, from what I remember, started focusing on his health and some other stuff. He was having some things going on. Wonderful coach. Arkansas Todd Day. Oliver just passed away. A lot of players on that team. Kentucky has the most popular, most stars.
Yes, because Calipari has been playing them boys for a long time.
Hey, Joe, we got to hope that the Warriors and the Lakers are still a go because you don't know what's going to happen in the next – season ends on Sunday, so we don't know what's going to happen. Lakers could be playing the Clippers.
So, yeah, we didn't talk about the Clippers, and that's – Kawhi James Harden is a combo.
They're a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
And the problem is they're a problem for their own team too.
Yeah, they are. But think about those guys played together most of the 80% of the season.
They probably be 3 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's going to be a problem, especially if they get the foul.
Yeah, if they're getting foul calls, if they're holding and nobody's calling, yeah, they're a problem. But if they get the foul calls,
so That game right there is why I still say you guys need Warriors need Steven Adams. One screen, one hard, solid pick. Yeah. All that whole stuff's gonna stop.
I think you're going to see Looney and some other people get active on the screens and destroy some of these dudes.
Yeah, just one solid. Dealing with one. Oh, yeah, I'm not running into that big roll no more. All right.
Yep.
But again, it's one game.
You know, Golden State's up 15-13 right now. Just made a shot.
Who they playing?
A Phoenix. You know, it's not much going on there.
Can we just talk about Phoenix for a moment?
Yeah, if you talk about Phoenix, you know, at some point we got to bring up Brooklyn. But go ahead. Same team.
They went to the finals.
Yeah.
And immediately
broke that team up.
Broke it up.
Yep. Booker's the only guy on this team from that squad.
And I understand not wanting to pay DeAndre Ayton. I do understand that.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay him.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But Bridges is gone. Cam Johnson, Cameron Payne. No, you got no identity.
Yeah, they're just a squad that got there once. You got to think everybody you just named. Bridges, I still think he's an average guy. Payne, I don't like his game. I don't like the side shot shit. I don't like anything about that. Who else was on that squad? Old man CP3.
Yeah.
You know he's not reincarnating that season anytime soon. It is a team that got there.
But to blow up and literally have you start gaining an identity and culture.
Yeah.
Like, regardless when Steph leaves, and if Steve Kerr is still the coach, you know what Warriors basketball should look like.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what you can go back to, what a Magic Johnson led team is supposed to look at, the Lake Show, right? The Bulls with the triangle offense. You know what San Antonio supposed to like. Pistons, what these franchises are supposed to look like is what their heart and their soul is.
Mm-hmm.
And Phoenix is one of those. Phoenix, Brooklyn, two franchises that have never really had a identity. And as soon as you start gaining an identity, and you get rid of all of it.
Who's the player on both teams?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the GMs, team president.
I get what you're saying. But when you put Beal, KD, and Booker together, those players do not complement each other. When you put Harden, KD, and Irving together, they do not complement each other. None of that is working. When you bring a Butler into Golden State, you instantaneously can see what he does to help the rest of the team and how they can help him. You see that marriage. You see that come together. Because
But you know that worked? Because Butler does not need the ball in his hands for 15 seconds every possession.
That's right.
He can do that when you need it.
Yeah.
But he's also not going to just sit in the corner waiting for an open shot.
No.
He's going. Oh, we got some good things going on. We got some good things going on in chat. Let's catch up.
All right, so we got. Yeah, you see Travis Hunter sign exclusive with Panini. Yeah. I think it's a smart move.
Well, we'll see how long is it exclusive for.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
1 year? you're gonna get these patches out this year where you still have the license. We still don't know, does Panini immediately have to stop in October?
We also knew Topps wasn't going to get every athlete.
No.
I'm still trying to figure out who is Marvin Harrison Jr. signed with, and who is he going to sign autographs for?
If he signs autograph, let's talk about Panini. I am very unhappy with Panini.
What's happening?
And very happy with Panini at the same time. So I decided this week to treat myself to some retail basketball. Retail Prism. And let's just say I have one Alexander Sarr card, and that's about it out of the whole packs, out of the whole 10 packs I open. And one base $2 card. And one LeBron base. That's what I got out of that. Those are the two best cards out of what I opened.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no numbered. Pink Prisms was all bullcrap. But on the other hand, me and my daughter, we opened up 2 boxes of Penny Squishmallow. Still was cheaper than the mega box with basketball. We got 6 number cards, a bunch of silvers, a bunch of prisms, and a case hit.
Sounds like you had a blast, huh?
We had a blast opening that. It is.
How when people say long delays, so let me read this. I've decided not to renew membership with PSA. Long delays, no big specials, and benefits not worth it. Maybe in the future. What are the delays looking like?
So now your base tier, cheapest tier, is about 4 months for bulk. To get ready.
Okay.
The $40 tier is still it's like the tier that's still moving. And I think that was like 20 days delayed. So this brings me to what I suggested we talk about, right?
Yeah.
At what price point?
Hold on. Let me tee this up. This is worthy of the tee up. Big Jon.
All right. So chat, I need your input on this because this is a real discussion. Let's have a real discussion. And it's not really based around money, but it's based around thought process. With all the delays, at what price point is it worth grading your card? Whether it's with SGC, BGS, CGSC, or PSA. Because I was looking around and I was looking around cards around the $40 range, right? And I was just trying to see if they 10, what they would come back, what the price is going for. If they 9, what they go for. And just to kind of figure it out. And to me, in my research, it seems like unless you're spending $250 plus, it's better off just to buy the card graded in a grade that you desire at the price point you can get.
Heck, it's like if I break even.
And that's my thought process. If the PSA 9 breaks even, I'm cool with that. Or even if it's a little loss with fees, I'm cool with that. But let's see. Let me see if I can pull up what I bought last night.
Yeah, pull up your example.
So I bought a base select Paolo Banchero rookie last night. And I got it for what I would consider a steal because I got it for $20. But I know a lot of people say you shouldn't send base cards. Don't send in base cards. I'm with grade whatever you want to grade. It's your money.
That's what I think.
So I bought this card here for 20, as you can see.
Okay.
Right? But if I bought it raw, I'm just looking at this looking at price, right? It's 768 copies with 500 PSA 10s. To me, 500 PSA 10s on a base card isn't a lot because of how much they printed.
Yeah.
But what this tells me that this card gems really well. It gems at a 67%. So if I'm thinking of doing a bulk submission, that's the card I want to put in there because I got a great chance of the gemming because it gems so easily.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I go back and I look at it, the price, it's max sells for $40. So at the end of the day, unless it's a bulk submission, it's really not worth the time to grade for any type of resale play. I can be honest, I bought the card because it was $20. Like for $20 to get a graded PSA 10, follow, I'll take it.
Yep.
I couldn't, if that makes sense.
It does. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. For me, I buy graded if it's a hard card to find.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm definitely going to buy the card graded. And then also what grade I can afford.
Yeah, you can crack some PSA 8. You can go on eBay and buy some PSA 8s and crack it and double your money.
Yeah.
There are, I know plenty of people who crack and boom.
PSA will grade right now from eBay.
Yeah,
you can
250 and over. Yeah.
Yep. Buy, send the grade, throw it in the vault, send it to you. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Good. Got some good news. I'll be going to South Carolina next month.
Are you going to South Carolina?
Don's on schedule to graduate.
All right. When's his graduation?
End of May.
I'm excited. That's going to be real cool, man.
Yeah. They grew up so big. He just texted me, so yeah.
Good stuff. Tell him I said congratulations.
Hey, y'all can know my business. It's okay. It's no secrets. That's no big secret.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But I looked at other things, right? So, me, and this kind of stems from, and as we say, we research around it. We do a lot of research, and we try to go, as I make my plans for the next 6 months, looking at this type of stuff helps me develop what I want to do, what I want to spend my money on.
Yeah.
And even when I go to bigger cards, like $50, $100 cards, it just seems to me that the price point is in that $250 and up range that now PSA and eBay are letting you grade directly from eBay.
Yep.
Now, I personally don't think it's something I would do.
Well, you want to get that card.
I don't think I'm. Yeah, I want to look at it.
It'll be hard for me too. It'll be hard.
For that amount of money, I want to look at it.
Yeah.
And make sure there's no dings that I missed.
Yeah. Yep, wipe something off, look at it, see what's going on.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on with it. Because I think in a card over $250, if it's not graded, why?
I agree. Hector, I don't think PSA wipes anything now. They're going to guard the grading. I remember when we first started rolling FD, we went to a show, and there was a very nice, well-centered car, looked great. 2009 Topps Steph Curry.
Oh.
Not the refractor, but the Topps. I asked the guy, why isn't this graded right off the top? He said, look right by his face. There's a pinhole in the front of the car. So a lot of times you see stuff. Yeah, the question is, even when I purchased the Bowman, why is this not graded? There's usually an answer. Big Jon, what you got?
Jordan comment, right? Only time currently to grade base with PSA is rookies when first come out. That's for baseball or low pop base cards, kind of like Luka in a Lakers jersey. I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question for Jordan. I want to understand his reasoning behind this Luka in a Laker jersey. Is whatever star player that changes team first card in that new team's jersey has ever been valuable.
LeBron's isn't. I can tell you that.
Right. LeBron. Who else? Who else has traded teams? KG, Carmelo. Like what other big time? Kyrie, Kevin Durant. And the reason why I say this because I was listening to a podcast and this came up with Shohei Ohtani having his first card in a Dodgers uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it be more valuable than Freddie Freeman's first card in a Dodgers uniform coming from
Hey, I've heard people tell me that Ohtani cards in the Angels uniform are less valuable. And then I look up comps.
Less valuable?
They say less valuable. So I believe there are some sayings in the hobby that just aren't true. But people like to say it.
So are they more valuable in a Dodgers jersey than they are in the Angels jersey?
The Angel cards are valuable. His rookie cards are valuable no matter what. And his second year cards
outside of rookie, second, third year cards.
Yeah. They're still valuable. It has a tiered approach, but they're still valuable. I see stuff all the time that is third year Ohtani. Right now, if you have an Ohtani with an autograph on it, I don't care what year it is. It's valuable. This is like having a Mike Jordan card. Even after he got through playing, it's still valuable. There are Mike Jordan cards in Wizard uniforms with an auto or with a piece of jersey. It's still valuable. But we say these things in the hobby. But that doesn't mean it's true. I've heard people say, well, I don't want to shade with Oklahoma City. Some of that stuff is still valuable.
I believe, and this is just me here, any star player card that is number 99 or lower, no matter what year, should have significant value.
And I think the stuff I've looked at proves your point. Yes.
What's the play? Earlier this year, I pulled a Curry out of 99 out of well, can't remember the product it was, but it was this year's product. Graded it, it sold for $100.
Yeah.
It's a $2 card, raw. But it's sold for $100 graded. And I was like, okay, there's some value in these veteran cards. But if you let the hobby as a whole tell you, veteran cards mean nothing.
All right. Shohei. Collectors want the current jersey. Flippers want RC. I'm looking at comps, Hector. I'm not concerned about how you slice the onion. Comps show that the card is valuable. I don't care if it's first jersey, second jersey, fourth jersey. If it's a rare card, it is valuable.
Hey, George, there's no wrong or right in this. I'm just asking because as I'm trying to navigate my way through the hobby, I hear things, I see things, and I research. I go looking before I go buying.
Yep.
Like to be honest, that Paolo Banchero card, other than it being a PSA 10 for $20, there's no real reason to buy that card. It's not necessarily what I say liquid, right? He's not. There's much better low end rookie cards of him that you can purchase.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
okay. Let me just ask this question: when people say buy the card, not the grade, what does that mean?
That's a sales pitch.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's a sales pitch.
I call BS on that every time somebody tells that to me. I don't even understand what you're talking about. What does that mean? That means buy what's on my table. What does that mean? Anybody in the comments can tell me what that means. Buy the card, not the grade.
So my wife asked me a question last night because we were talking about what I want to grade next. And I was just kind of throwing my ideas to her. She's like, "Well, are you going to grade any of your PC cards? Your Montez Fords, your Cold Wax?" I'm like, probably once I sell off some stuff that I don't collect, and depending on, I might put one or two of those two things in a submission because I don't really care if they're graded or not. They're not for sale. Mm-hmm. You know, I want them protected, but I can also protect them in a one touch. Mm-hmm. I don't have to have them graded to protect it. Yep. So the collector, what I collect, I buy the card by the grade, right? I buy the card over the grade. I will buy a Kobe White PSA 9 at a decent price over paying a lot of money for the same card in the PSA 10. I would buy it raw cheaper than if it's PSA 9.
But you're talking 9s and 10s. I've heard people tell me this with 5s, 6s, 7s.
Those are all pop ones. Okay. You know, that's a pop one in math. The PSA 5, pop one.
Yeah.
But it's not in. But again, you think people try to apply vintage philosophy to modern cards when it suits them.
Oh yeah, that's all it is, man. That's all it is.
But listen, I'm not telling anybody how to hobby or how to grade your cards. Hey, grade everything, grade nothing, grade what you like. I figured we'd have a conversation about, is there a price point that everybody likes to grade at, where they feel like it's worth it for them if I buy this card for X amount to have it graded?
Also, people say it comes from vintage, but I don't even buy that on vintage. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying anything about buy the card and don't buy the grade when there are comps and it matters.
Well,
it's like when you go buy a car. I'm not just buying anything that moves, and I don't care what the dents or the rust or I don't care about any of that. I just want to make sure it moves. I don't do that.
When it comes to vintage, also you said something earlier. In your price range, right? If the Steph Curry rookie PSA 8 is out of your price range, but the PSA 3 is, and you want to own the card because you're collecting the card, you know, you'll consider buying the PSA 3, or you consider I can wait until I can afford the better grade. Right? It's the same like I mean, I can't afford a 52 mantle even in the PSA 1.
Hey, a one is what, $5,000?
Yeah. What's up, Brendan?
Brendan's in the house. Good evening.
So, anything new with you in the hobby this week?
No, not me. No, I'm on a long-term mission. So nothing new with me. So this goes back to what we were just talking about. So there's a card that I want that I'm not going to buy until I can buy the grade that I want. And I'm probably not very active in the hobby with buying cards until I buy that card.
No.
Got to price out, looked at comps, kind of know what my core plan of action is to get to that card. But like, I'm not going to go out and buy 4. I'm just going to wait. Then I'm going to get what I really want to get. And I don't care about timeline. I don't see the market shifts going in a negative direction as far as the card increasing. I actually see the card coming down. I think most high end, you're going to see it become very affordable or more affordable.
So I reached out yesterday to the new card show that's supposed to be coming near me in June and asked for a table. So I'm waiting to hear back on that. It's also where it's coming from, because now it's giving me a little motivation to do some organization in my collection and make up some value boxes and do some things. I don't know if I'm going to get a table or not at this moment. But now, if I do get a table, I'm going to need a little inventory because I want to be able to have mixed things for everybody. Also, why I bought that Paolo card, because I want to have something of a popular player, because not something I personally collect. So now, I imagine in the next couple of weeks, I'll be trying to wheel and deal behind the scenes with people and get some deals off of eBay, because I don't want to have the last comp on a lot of cars I want.
I'm happy for you, man. No, you talked about this. I'm happy for you.
It's one of the goals for this year to set up at a show. So, you know, each year we write those goals down, work toward them.
That's right. Get at them. Jordan, next question. FD, is this a card to sell for the future or PC forever? Well, I don't think anything is PC forever, but it is a PC card. I wouldn't say it's forever.
I think FD sells or trades the least amount of cards in the hobby. The person that I know.
There are goals of mine. There are goals. You know, I always say this. This is what I say to people. You've seen the 52 Mantle PSA 10?
Mm-hmm.
What if that guy sold that card?
Mm-hmm.
So there are some cards to me, when they come by, they probably need to stick around a little longer than other cards. And I've never been a person that just moves and moves and moves. Let's have a goal. If you see me moving something, there's something that is the immediate goal to get. And then after that, I'm pretty my thirst is satisfied. I'm pretty chilled until I start setting the next goal. It was even like that with autographs. Until that next athlete that very rarely comes around, I gotta get in that line. I remember Junior was born in 2015, December. In September, Barry Bonds did autograph signing. I had never seen Barry Bonds do an autograph signing. So I went to storage and pulled some stuff together, and I got to go to the show. So I fly up to San Fran, and I go to the show. And he's supposed to be signing, let's say, from 12 to 5. It's 12 to 4. It's like a 4-hour time block. And I was like, man, I've never seen a person sign for a 4-hour time block. Usually it's 2, maybe 2.5. 4 hours is wild. Barry Bonds was signing autographs till like 9 at night.
Ooh.
He was taking his time writing. He was having personal conversations with everyone in line. I haven't seen Barry Bonds do an autograph show since then. So for something like that, it's been 10 years ago. Like I had to be in that line, but the most uncomfortable show to go to, no place to sit on concrete, standing up for like 9 hours. But stuff like that, when it's just different, I got to hold on to it for a little while because the market's going to change. Just like the 2000, the rookie Topps Chrome LeBron James, that card, I probably should have sold it earlier. That card got up to like $52,000. I pulled that out of a $150 box in his rookie year. Some things have to be held on to, Big Jon.
True. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Or there are market changes.
So I tell them, like, we doing things. I'm excited though. I'm excited to prepare.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do well. You're gonna have fun, learn a lot.
I learn by doing. I'm one of those. Like I learn by doing. So
some of my favorite PC cards are on HGA custom slabs. Anybody graded with ASG?
No.
They're grading cars though, man.
Listen, I said it. I think I've said I am not willing to pay to be a new grading company guinea pig. I'm just not willing to do it. It's too easy to grade with BGS, to grade with SGC, to grade with CSG, to grade with PSA, than to take the risk of grading with a brand these newer companies and paying them $3 cheaper, $5 cheaper. So, like, I think like some place like a rental club is like $13 a card. You can buy something from ComC and grade it with SGC for $16 a card. Which grade you're gonna think will be hold much value?
So Jordan asked a question. AGS. I think I said ASG. AGS.
I'm not even hating on rental clubs. You know, I pick up cars all the time. So
hey, this company scans. It's like tag. I haven't graded anything with them. But. Mm-hmm. So some people say, hey, I've talked to some people. Like I went to Comic-Con here in LA. AGS had a booth set up. This was 2.5, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. They're grading cars on site. And I forgot what their rate was at the time. Pretty cheap. And people just wanted to grade with them because they felt like they had a good grading system. And the slabs were cheap. But
I'm just wondering what value of cards are they sending to them? Like there was a point when I had the rebellious thoughts like, oh, what if I pulled somehow the 1-on-1 Curry Super Auto Fractor? Like just out of pure rebellion, I'd graded with one of these newer companies just out of pure rebellion to see the reaction of the hobby and what they perceive the value to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be a little John Moran-ish.
Oh, like throwing a grenade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Look at these prices, man.
$14. 30 cards.
That's what people are grading with.
Okay. So for $2 a card, you can grade with SEC for $16. So you grade 1, 2 less, 3 less cards to go with a more reputable company. This ain't bread, right? This ain't groceries where I'm saving a couple bucks buying the store brand instead of buying Sarah Lee Wonder Bread.
Oh,
you in that.
Oh, you cracked me up, man. This ain't bread.
Again, there's room for everybody. But there's room for everybody.
There's room for
everybody. At the same time, if you're not a collector, if you're somebody who's using cards to fund your collection, going with a new grader is a bad idea in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinions. And only because I've tried newer graders, got into good grades, and seeing how the values go. I think tag slabs look really well. I think CSG slabs probably are the clearest slabs you can find.
Now, these prices are very close to what we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me, it tells me, and I'm not knocking any of these grading companies. There are some great entrepreneurs that are involved in this. But it tells me that people here are grading. They want a certain type of, this also uses scan technology. They let you know, just like the company we just pulled up, exactly the defects or the shortcomings of your card or the strong points of your card. It points them out. There's a QR code that you could pull up. Everything about that card, corners, edges, surface, whatever it may be. And pull your facts up on it. So this is scan technology. But people are probably making price point plays on this. Or some people may be using this as a prerequisite before they send it to someone else. They could send a card in that could be valuable or somewhat valuable to see what grade tag gives it. I would love to see a case study because, we're all about them case studies. If you send something to tag and it comes back a tag 10, is it going to Beckett, PSA, anywhere and not being a 10?
Yeah.
I love to see that.
No regular person, in my opinion, is going to do that case study.
I would just love Big Jon to take 4 cards that are moderately priced and they're at tag 10 and send them off to somebody else and see what they come back as.
Okay, with the way the economy going, do you have the money to play with to do that just to see?
Well, Jeff Wilson the other day spent $10,000 on just to see what he pull out boxes. There's somebody out there that will make this kind.
Okay, I said no regular person.
Well, I'm just saying there's somebody out there.
Somebody with deep pockets would do that. I think.
I'm gonna tell you this. If I come across a reasonably priced tag 10, I'm gonna buy that card and send it somewhere and see what it comes back as.
I say this though, these new grading companies we need.
We do,
because you've seen the innovation of PSA because of Arena Club, because of Tag, and companies like this new. There's only a matter of time before the technology that these other companies are using is bought by a bigger company. This is the way business works.
I just want to know. Okay, so let's say you're PSI. Are any of your customers interested in that level of detail? I don't think so.
You don't think so, but until they get to it. So I remember when I got back in the hobby, right? I remember when being excited about doing the beta for Arena Club, right? I remember the excitement, seeing my cards turn around, seeing the cards flip when opening up the pack digitally, right? Open up the cards digitally. And then 6 months later, PSA was doing it. And I told you, they doing the exact same thing that Arena Club did when they started, right? Now you see them doing mystery packs and mystery slabs and all this stuff now. Same thing Arena Club has been doing. There's only a matter of time till they figure out how to, if it gets popular, people start liking it, if it's making money, they figure out how to do it themselves. Especially a company like PSA, like Fanatics, right? You may not see FCC do it, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You definitely won't see Beckett do it because Beckett doesn't do anything.
I think it's coming now. I think what Beckett's about to bring, it's coming.
Okay. So we got to talk about your boys' backyard breaks.
Oh, what's going on?
So you not see what? So apparently on Reddit today, a former employee went on Reddit and basically said everything that we think is happening with backyard break is true. He put out a post on Reddit talking about the slab packs, the breaks, shield bidding, culture, and every single thing.
Interesting. Person is anonymous, right?
It's anonymous.
Okay. And that's probably because they signed some kind of NDA or something.
Yeah. They went on Reddit, right?
And I'm assuming this individual doesn't work there anymore.
Of course not. So it could be disgruntled.
Can we pull up the Reddit post? Can we pull up what this person's talking about?
I can send this is on free. Let me get it and send it to you.
And this was done recently here?
Yes.
Man, Jimmy Butler at the post is deadly. Golden State's up 78-47. Now we know Phoenix is not that good, so you need to come out and get at them. Play your defense, get the soreness out.
Listen, you know what? This is a good game for them. Get back game after that loss. Get some more rhythm back. All right, I'll send it to you.
Oh, you sent it to my email?
No, to your Instagram.
Okay, hold on here. Oh. The person here says they need to see some proof. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes of that. They just use HGA strictly for custom labels.
I thought the custom labels thing was a great play, just to be for your own self-expression and creativeness, right? Like you had companies like HGA do nice creative things.
And then what? Recently, people were taking tag slabs and opening them with their hands.
Yeah. Like I don't want a slab that I can open with my hands. I don't. Like let me put a little work to it. I mean, you have to use a hammer or a screwdriver or something. where it breaks and you can tell that it's been opened. But if I can open it easily with my hands and snap it back together, that's how. And PSA slabs was like that a few years back, right?
Sure.
And you got a lot of fake slabs.
And you had condensation in the header. Remember all that.
But again, these are all things that are learned over time when you are a new company. Seeing what works, doesn't work, what happens, right? You don't get everything right the first couple of years. So, a lot of things. So, chat. Anybody pick up anything in chat this week? Anything nice?
Yeah, anything super duper or nice for your PC? Hitting shows, seeing anything interesting? Had some good conversations, dialogue. Big Jon, you ever notice how serious every game Jimmy Butler looks?
Yeah. You're on a mission.
What is that? You trying to get that ring?
He's chasing that ring. He's got something to prove with a new team. He's out of his comfort zone. He's got to lock in. He's got to show that he's an asset.
So let me ask you this. What real centers in the playoffs? Joker? Who else? Giannis?
Yeah, I guess.
Milwaukee's not going far. There's no really real centers in the
Kristoff's going to be a problem. Mobley's going to be a problem.
Who?
Mobley's going to be a problem defensively. Evan Mobley.
Yeah. But he's not dominant. I mean, there's no Embiid's hurt. Giannis is on the team that's probably going to get Dame's gone for the year. It's interesting. It's interesting how the NBA works. You can be a team like Golden State with no real center. Go to the playoffs. There's not too many real centers around. Interesting stuff.
So did you best card collector said that's why I don't buy from everyone. People play way too much. They do.
And when you're talking about playing, what in terms of what?
I think it's response to the fake slabs and people trying to find a way to get over and make money.
Yeah, I'm with best card collection. When I look back, I only buy from probably about 4 people.
So did you get on whatnot and watched Imani and them? What you thought? What you think?
I was sitting there, and I was even here with April. We were both looking. I think it's cool. I understand why people get excited about whatnot. Just don't think it's my thing. I can see it, but I just can't get on whatnot and buy a card for $1, and then we move on to the next card.
I bought a couple things, but they also know what I like, so it was easy for me to buy a couple. And it's also people that I trust to buy from.
Oh yeah, I get that.
So I mean, I bought a couple things for both of them.
The instant auction business type, I completely understand that.
But again, it was from people that I know and like I'm not worried about something being wrong with them. Coming back, trusted friends and stuff.
True. Yeah, I know you're talking about fake cards, alter cards. I get it. Yeah, I don't blame you there.
We ain't getting into altered cards because you still don't think people are trimming cards.
Oh, it's happening. I've got lucky buying raw, and it was good to go.
And whether side of the fence you fall on when it comes to Kurt's card care and soaking the cards and trying to get the band out and whitening the corners and
Big Jon,
all that.
Should we have him on as a guest? Should we ask him to come on as a guest?
We should ask him.
I'm gonna send him a note tonight.
Cause
I was thinking about that today before we got on.
We should definitely ask him. My thing, they can't catch it, so if somebody does it,
there are people doing it. I gotta believe there are people doing it right now.
And I definitely can see where certain price points you're more encouraged. I want to get this 10.
Let's say you got a vintage 4 and you can get that to a 7. 6.5. That's a game changer. That's a whole new world.
So I'll show you. Let me see where they at.
Devin Booker, y'all.
This is a stat from the Prism I opened. Now, if you see this from the side view, all of these cards are bold.
Yeah.
All of them are bold.
Yeah.
If I was to grade any of this, I would be like, okay, am I going to get dinged because the cards are bold?
I don't think so.
Now you would think you wouldn't, but do you 100% know that you're not going to get dinged because they're bold like that?
Yeah, pretty much no. I've opened cards I used to open cards back in the day a lot. All of them are bold.
See, I've not graded cards that I want to get graded because I just don't know if
you're not going to get dinged for that.
So I may send. All right. If y'all say I'm not gonna get bold, then I'm probably gonna send my Rhea Ripley in.
Yeah, you should send that in. Yeah,
out of 125.
Yes, red card. Oh yeah.
I'm probably gonna send my CC in as well.
Yes, this should open the door for you, Big John. You're not gonna get dinged for that stuff. Not for that.
Right.
That's a production thing. That's a
it is.
Yeah.
But you have people like me thinking that hey, maybe I should get some clamps, put a thing, and try to flatten it out.
Nah, you're good.
Just saying thought process, right? If I didn't have this platform to ask people, right? But the first thing I see on Instagram is Curse Card Club talking about how he gets the bend out. I may be curious to try.
I'm with you, brother. I got you. Yeah.
So, I mean, again, not saying anything against it or for it, but it's a conversation that I'm not new to the hobby anymore. I'm back in it 4 or 5 years in now. So the thought process is I'm going through it myself, critiquing cards, thinking about what should I grade or not. I'm a little iffy on this because it's it's warped to me. That look like a playing card. It looks like I'm back in college on the spades table. Right. You know? Like I just always shuffling through them things. So I can see why people would venture out to go buy the stuff to use it. Not knowing that you're not gonna get dinged for that, not wanting to risk it, especially if the card. What if you pulled the card that PSA 10s, 10 grand from a pack? You really gonna think, well, I want to ensure that I get this high grade.
The crazy thing to me when you hear people pull great cards and they have a print line in them, that's just like the highest that thing's gonna be is a 7.
That just make you mad. I have so many cards around me. It makes no sense.
I think we went through all of our topics. I'm blown away right now.
Hey, man, listen, we came with it tonight. Chat came with it too. The Thunder beat Lakers. Playoffs gonna be great.
Hey, when does MVP get announced?
After the middle of the Western Conference Finals, middle of the conference finals.
You're right. Yeah.
I don't even know who's gonna be 6 man. Do you think Cade wins Most Improved Player?
He probably should. He should definitely be a finalist. Cade has come a long way. Shooting percentage is better. I'll give him his flowers. Shooting percentage is better. How he plays defense, his intensity on the court is better. Looks like his vision has improved. The way he's finding players. I watch Detroit sometimes and I'm like, dude's come a long way. I still don't know if he's hit a ceiling, how far he can go. But it was funny the other day when I saw Amen Thompson playing and getting D'd up by Jonathan Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
I still think of them guys as the same player. Amen, Ashur, and Jonathan Kuminga built the same way. They're athletic. Very similar guys.
But the Twins go out there on defense.
Go after, bro. They
defensively, they special.
They going.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby's out.
Mm-hmm.
With Wemby out, you get to see and focus on the defense being played in the league as a whole.
Say that again.
With Wemby being out, because it was a foregone conclusion that Wemby's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Now that he's gone, he got out, he's out injured. You've got to focus on the Jalen Johnsons, the Draymonds. You've got to focus on the Thompson twins, right?
Yep.
I hope starting next year, we don't come with that perceived, and I say we, I mean the media, with the perceived notion that this player is going to win this award when you get to actually see and actually got a chance to look at everybody else that's playing defense great.
Oh, I think in today's game, you're going to have preconceived ideas that don't have to meet reality throughout their play. But yeah, you're going to have Wemby coming in every year to be Defensive Player of the Year, and somebody's going to take it from him. Or an injury. Injury will probably get him. I got Jordan here that says K can't be 6-man. I thought you said most improved.
I thought I said most improved, but I might have said 6-man.
Yeah. Thought you meant most improved.
Because I have no idea who's going to be 6-man of the year either.
I don't either.
Exactly.
Let's see if there's some little candidates out here. So I went all vegetables for a week.
How'd that go?
Bro, I feel, man, that thing, I went into it like, okay, I'm going to try this and see what's up. I felt a lot different. You can tell my energy level has been up for these. And I'm not changing my sleep habits. I'm not drinking less water, more water. I just feel more energetic. Thinking about doing it again. I came off this week, but I'm still eating like mostly vegetables. Every once in a while I have Beyond, stuff like that. But I feel a lot different, man. I feel I was eating chickpeas, bro, and quinoa. And I mean, I know I lost some weight during that week, and I feel good.
I feel good because I have stopped drinking energy drinks.
Big Jon, you drinking energy drinks?
I stopped.
I'm happy for you.
Driving off the energy drink. I still have some coffee, still have some soda, but still mostly juice, a lot of water, going through 3-4 bottles of water a day.
I like this, Big Jon. What energy drinks were you drinking?
Kickstart.
Oh, yeah, bro.
They don't give me energy. I like the way it tastes.
I got you.
But it's also had a lot of caffeine.
A lot.
And you get to drinking 2-3 of them a day. Like I could drink one and immediately go to sleep. So that's like this is a problem that it's not only it's not giving me energy. I'm just drinking a lot of caffeine, and go a day or two without it, get the jitters and get easy irritable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a person who can quit stuff cold turkey for the most part.
So am I.
So it was a rough first week, but I'm pretty good now.
I'm happy for you. That's good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm so happy energy drinks didn't exist when I was in college. So happy.
I tell you. So it's funny because some of this people I work with, I got an extra sub thing from Subway, and I get a lot of veggies on my sub.
Oh, do I?
And I gave half to somebody at work, and they were like, "Oh no, that's way too healthy for me. You got spinach on that thing? That's way too healthy for me. This is not big back activities."
Oh, that's funny. I used to work with a guy who ate nothing from the ground. He didn't eat lettuce, didn't eat tomatoes, ate no form of vegetable, got peed off if somebody at home put vegetables on his plate. I haven't been in conversations with him in years. I used to tell this dude back then, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, he get a burger, he have a burger, cheese. He doesn't want ketchup. None of that.
Mm-mm.
It used to blow me away, man. So I don't know. And then people grew up, some people I've known in college grew up never drinking water, never had water. It was always something else. And it wasn't like Crystal Light. It was like something else. Soda, Kool-Aid, those little drinks you used to get from the corner store in Chicago. It'd be something. But it's
Quarter
not,
waters.
yeah, it's not going to be straight up water.
Yeah. My drinking of water as due to my wife and my daughter, because like we go through a case of water every 3 days.
Okay.
So we drink a lot of water. And I don't like the little things you can buy important to give your water flavor. I don't like it. Like, give me water, or I'm gonna make some real Kool-Aid. Don't give me this mixed stuff. Like,
yeah. Certainly, body does feel good when you change up something, shake it up. And when you're going through, sometimes you're like, but you can start seeing some results, or something changes, or it's always interesting to me. No matter what we put the body through, that when we make changes, the body will adjust to those changes.
Mm.
I don't care what it is. You could be a 30-year-old, been smoking for 30 years, make changes. Your body will start healing, repairing. Yeah, it's the same thing I used to tell them. Like, bro, I think you could be locked up and don't even know. You think, oh, this is normal. No, it's not normal. You just eating burgers with bread and cheese, and you want that Velveeta, that really processed. I can't mess with it, man. Hey, what's up with I do want to talk about this. Ruby Rose. What did Ruby Rose say? What did she say? If you're not, well, I don't want to misquote her. It's popped into my mind. She said, if you don't make certain number of millions, you can't 5 million. You gotta make at least 5 million to take her out. Now, we should let the people know this is also Ruby Rose, who was in a PR relationship with one Rick Ross. Big Jon, talk to me. Talk to me. She said, if you ain't making 5 million, she said, if she says, hey, I'm going to get my hair done and my nails done and my pedicure on, and you don't say how much is that and start bringing forth that bread, she can't mess with you, man.
I mean, I love it when things are just out of my tax bracket and I don't have to worry about those problems.
I don't know. My question was, when I first heard it, like, is there anybody existing that meets these parameters?
There are people that meet these parameters. They all just don't know.
That's around Ruby Rose.
Yeah. The young 18 to 22-year-old basketball player.
Oh, you got a point. Shut my mouth. You got a point. I didn't think of that. You got a point. These comments are directed towards that group.
But here's why I will come, right? When we were younger, young ladies had to compete with things that were told they should be like based on what's on the magazine covers.
Yep.
For the most part, right? Now you have unrealistic things being brought up from men and women on social media. Like you see the clips when these red balloon pop videos, statements like this from Ruby Rose, even dumber statements from guys. And like, I'm just glad to be old and not have to navigate this stuff.
Excuse me.
Person.
And I was wrong. She was not in a relationship with Rick Ross. It was Drewski. And that she said there was some paperwork that brought this together.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think there's a lot of paperwork. Rick Ross has dated some people. I think a lot of these relationships that we look at on social media are straight contractual situations for a duration of time. And once that duration of time elapses, you see people fade apart.
Well, you remember, everybody said what Sierra and Bow Wow was a fake relationship.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of them. Rick Ross had one with Christina, I think her name is, or Christine. There are probably several.
Again, when you are famous like that, and you have that amount of money, it is very hard for me personally in my position to think that someone would like you for you, and they're nowhere, especially when they're nowhere near your tax bracket.
Yep. And then what are your circles? That's why it has to be these athletes. Mm-hmm. What are your circles? And then we don't know who introduces who to who. How does Ruby Rose or X person go to an event and meet the young 18 to 22-year-old that's making millions? Hector says women can get away with this, but imagine if men said that out loud. Don't come at me unless you have a big booty and boobs. Crazy. That's why I don't mess with the funky coma data. I heard that. Brand through drugs.
Russell Brand.
Oh, is this why he getting a pass and the other reasons?
I'm sure there's more reasons why he gets a pass. Same reasons why, a lot of people have gotten passes. We live in a different time. We're in this obviously a timeline than what we grew up in and what standards all the way around. But like some of the stuff is unrealistic to us because who is Ruby Rose really talking to? She's not talking to us. She's talking to the entertainers, the athletes.
She is.
Nobody, I don't think a sane regular person thinks they have a shot with Ruby Rose, regardless of what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like what she's had to say makes no bearing on me.
I agree. Ruby Rose. And for the record, just so people know, who is Ruby Rose? What's her background? Do you know that? I don't think I know that.
Instagram, Fame is a drug.
Hold on, let me do a little reading.
There's people who believe that these reality TV shows are actually real, whether it's the baddies or the love and hip hops, and not scripted entertainment.
Oh, we came out through music videos. She was in the Migos Bad and Bougie. And then this went from there.
I don't think the Migos ever properly thanked Childish Gambino for really giving him the shine at that award ceremony when he said that about Bad and Bougie. It was like one of the best songs ever.
Hold up, let me see this. Let me make sure I've seen this before.
You're not reading.
I mean, you educating me. Hold on. Let's play this. So you're educating me right now. Sometimes I don't get the connections. I didn't know this really happened.
You talking about Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know this really happened.
This is incredible. We were not. Oh. Wow. First, thanks to the Hollywood Foreign Press. This is incredible. Thank you to FX. I really want to thank, the beautiful, amazing actors and actresses we have, Keith and Zazie and Brian. They are amazing. I want to thank my brother, Steven, and all the writers, Stephanie, Tafi, Miss Swank, everybody. Hero is amazing. I couldn't have made this show without him. Diane, you're the best producer ever. I really just want to thank Atlanta and all the black folks in Atlanta, for real, just for being alive and doing just amazing and being amazing people. I couldn't be here without Atlanta, and I really want to thank the Migos, not for being in the show, but for making Bad and Bougie. That's the best song ever. So just thanks to everyone, and thanks so much for this. We really appreciate it. We didn't think anybody was going to like this show, so we appreciate it. Thanks.
Man, you would never think. You would never think that shout out is on the Golden Globes.
Yeah, and I didn't know who the Migos was until then, and Childish Gambino is one of my favorite entertainers. He is phenomenal at everything.
He can morph into different personalities and still bring you something really almost different characters. To go from where he came from doing stand-up comedy and other stuff to bringing you Stay Woke.
To bring you music, to bring you TV shows.
So why wasn't my man Takeoff in Bad and Bougie?
I don't know. Don't give me with day drama. You can't pay too much. You're gonna get the taken down. I didn't say the Migos wasn't popping in. I said that's when I knew of the Migos.
Hey, I didn't know that situation happened until right now.
Before that, I didn't know the Migos were any different from Ray Sherman. So that's just me. And I listen to hip hop all the time.
Who's your favorite rapper right now?
Nelly.
No, Nelly is Jordan's favorite rapper?
Oh, to Jordan says that mine.
Hold up, Nelly. Hold up. I'm learning about people. So hold on. Big Jon.
Nelly's my favorite rapper.
Big Jon. Of all time?
Yeah, it's my favorite rapper of all time, Nelly.
Nelly St. Louis Nelly.
Yes.
St. Lunatics Nelly.
Yes. Double platinum albums 3 times, Nelly. Yeah, 7 times platinum Nelly.
To me, the best song he ever made for me is number 1.
Best song he ever made for me is Loving Me.
So I'm in college. I went to college in Missouri. And then this young lady, Stephanie. Stephanie, if you're watching, I haven't talked to Stephanie in years. Stephanie is telling me almost every day I see her, you got to listen to the St. Lunatics. This is way before Nelly dropped his solo album. You got to listen to the St. Lunatics. And I asked her one day, I said, what kind of name is that for a rap group? Am I supposed to take them seriously? St. Lunatics. And then Nelly ended up coming from that group. Because I asked her, what are the individual guys that are in it? And one of the first people she named was Nelly. So when he came out, down, baby, yo.
Street in the Range Rover, street super baby. Cock ready to let it go. Could be some big Cocoa Puffs. Learn
about another level of Big Jon.
But see, here's the thing. You break that down, right? It's a catchy songs thing. He's talking about spraying the streets down with a drive-by.
Yes, bro.
And the whole world singing it.
Yes. I want you to see me. Yeah. That's exactly what he's talking about. People, they don't get that.
Like
George said Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. Okay.
Yeah. He didn't ask me who I thought the best rapper is. He asked me who my favorite rapper is.
Let me ask y'all.
Rapper is Nelly.
Everybody else here. Kendrick or Drake? Who y'all? Should we get into Nokia right quick before we get up out of here?
I haven't even heard the song.
You haven't heard it?
No.
I'm gonna play the video. This is what I'm gonna do because we can't get
Gerald. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Digger.
Thank you.
That man right there changed the game. People talk about Steph Curry. LL Cool J changed the game. When it came to rap.
You'll be surprised. Like a lot of my favorite shows come to music. Like one of my favorite albums is Method Man to Cal Zero.
No, I can't. That's
Huh? But also, like I listen to a lot of Young Jeezy. Like Young Jeezy is probably my third or fourth favorite rapper. It's Nelly. It's old Kanye.
Yeah, the first Young Jeezy is classic. And look who's on the beat.
Oh, Thug Motivation, you know?
Yeah, that's classic. Okay, let me try to play this. I want to look at this in its entirety. This is the video.
If you play the whole video in its entirety, you're not gonna be able to repost it.
I was thinking about turning the sound down and see what we get. But I want you to see this. Maybe I get a minute or so in, and you tell me, is he trying to
I've seen the clips. I haven't seen. I've had the song. I've seen the clip.
All right, let me see a little bit. Let's see a little bit here. This is Kendrick's halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's strange that he made a video like this?
I think it's strange that he's suing them and still trying to make this beef a thing.
It's weird.
Now it's pathetic because Kendrick is done with you. It's done. You're not getting the back and forth anymore.
This is just strange, man. This is
Kendrick. It took me a long time to like Drake.
Took me a long time too, sir.
I always thought Drake would be the new Nate Dogg. Just be the hook master.
You thought that?
Yeah. Because I don't know a bad Drake hook, but I thought he'd be the hook if he could just be the hook master. Like I don't know a bad Nate Dogg hook.
Oh, you're right about that. Let's look at this.
Jordan said, "I'm from Chicago, and my favorite rapper is Nelly." Yes, because when I was 17, I could relate more to Nelly than I could to Twista, than I could to Do or Die.
Hey, Twista came in my high school. Twista came in my high school, put on a rap concert. I got out of class. I'll tell y'all this story. Got out of class. I'm trying to be the student, and I hear cheering and rapping. So I get out of class, go through the back door, wiggle my way through some people, and there's Twista on stage wrapping up the show. But this is weird, man. To me, this whole video, this whole concept is strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
So Twista used to hang out at a friend's house, stay behind me. Like I used to see him Twista all the time. I used to see him Do or Die all the time.
All around Chicago.
Right?
Yeah.
All around. Nelly's my favorite rapper because when I was in high school, is a rapper I could relate to. It's music I could get and relate to.
Hey John,
it was fun.
What year did you graduate high school?
03.
Okay, so we're 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Okay. So I graduated. Okay.
So this is just it was fun, good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, so FD, who's your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper of all time? I probably gotta go Scarface.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I went through a Scarface phase. Well, listen to that voice.
Yeah. And storytelling.
That voice.
I would say Scarface.
Face Mob. Like, man, see, now I gotta, like, I go through things like, right, like, I have days where I'm listening to Trick Daddy all day. I'm just listening to Trick Daddy. You know, I'm just
Daddy,
Trick
man.
Daddy.
Songs, man. He brought that Florida with it.
Then the next day, okay, you know what? I'm still listening to Jeezy. Next day, you know, I need some real motivation. Let me throw on some Maybach music, yo. Or I'm chilling. Let me listen to some Wale. Like, my Spotify list can't keep up. Oh, let me listen to some T.I. today. It really can't keep up what I like because I listen to things.
That original T.I. stuff is Rubber Band Man and all that.
Again, I didn't like so Rubber Band Man came out my freshman year.
Yeah.
Right after Kanye and Twista came out with Overnight Celebrity.
Okay.
So I'm in the dorms. I tell y'all this, right? And I'm getting into it with Deuce from Atlanta because you can't tell me that T.I. is better rapper than Kanye and Twista. You can't tell me this song is better. What are you talking about?
But you were in the South, though.
I went to school in South Carolina, so we are having intense, heated discussions about this.
Imagine.
Until I heard T.I. and Nelly on a song together, and now because it's Nelly, I'm listening to it, and let me hear this man actually rap. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. He's saying some things. He can rap. He got flow. He got material. I'm like, okay, I rock with T.I. now.
Yeah.
It takes me a while because I do like lyrical content and context to speaking of that, I was in a shop. I went to a car shop the other day.
Yeah.
And they had a Lil Durk auto.
Oh, really?
$100 Leaf.
Lil Durk.
I was like, yeah, that's too much my bad for Lil Durk. He ain't one of my faves that I want to spend money on. But it was like, good to stop and see as we, I didn't even know he had autos.
I looked. Well, hold up. This was on a card?
On a card, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. I looked up on eBay one day a couple of weeks ago. Remember I was hitting you up about Lil Durk?
Yeah.
And King Von. And I was like sitting here watching some stuff. And I saw an autographed CD for like $100 on eBay.
No. So, Gerard Carr, Luda was not better than Nelly. Luda did have a wash Nelly in that verses because Nelly played songs that people like me would know and like, and not all the songs that went platinum that the world knows. Like, he got washed that, like, I could have put a better set than out because, like, you didn't play Over and Over Again with Tim McGraw. You didn't play My Place with Jaheim. Like, you said that's a lot of songs that y'all realize Nelly came out with the album Sweatsuit 4 times and went double platinum each time. It came out as a double album, as a two single albums, and then as a double album again with extra cuts. Like, crazy.
Yeah.
And we went double platinum every time. So Luda, hey, that's your opinion. I'm not arguing about your opinion with Luda being better than Nelly.
So hold on. In the Lakers OKC game, he knocked the referee over and didn't help him up. LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
He runs, knocks the referee over, looks at him, then walks away.
So you trying to intimidate the referees and don't get? Did he get attacked? Did he get attacked?
No, didn't get anything.
That Dirk was 100.
Guess they ruled it incidental. Yeah, it was 100.
No.
Is Lil Durk gonna be a free man one day?
Probably not. Unless he cut a deal like, unless he get a deal like Young Thug got. But again, this is talking about right. I like Jay-Z. My favorite Jay-Z song is on Volume 3, Dope Man, because he tells the story in past tense. These new rappers don't tell the story of what they did in past tense. It is in current tense or future tense. It's either I just did this or I'm going to do this to you.
And so Does that make it evidence in the court of law?
Depends on the judge.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the, especially when you were rapping. I was on this street, hit you with this gun, this ain't gone.
At 6:23 p.m. on June 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's the creativity is different. That's the whole thing. They got Young Thug with it. You rapped about renting a car for somebody to go kill somebody for you.
It's wild, man. Sometimes I'll sit here and I'm on YouTube and I'm looking at some stuff, and it is wild. Like today, we have people getting on podcasts saying all kinds of stuff. It's wild. This is just a new day, man. We got guys throwing imaginary grenades into the stands and covering their ears. Wow. That's the world's opinion. Big Jon, Nelly is not better than Luda.
Oh my God! Do I have to do this? This discography is triples Nelly. No, he doesn't have more. One, he doesn't have more albums than Nelly. Two, he doesn't even have more platinum songs or platinum albums than Nelly. You realize that there was a point in those songs that the only people moving units is M, Pimp, Juice, and me, and that's Jay-Z saying that. There was a point. There's only 3 people who were going platinum. Like, just you don't want to have the argument about Nelly and Luda with me, man. And I love Luda too. This is not a case where you're gonna win.
Brendan really likes Destiny's Child.
Mm-hmm. They were like spells.
It's cool. What do you think of Beyonce today?
I don't have no opinion either way. Kelly Rowland was my favorite. So
yeah, probably mine too. Kelly Rowland with the Lil Jon performance. Does everybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Jackson magazine. That bad pass pick, he doesn't sign anymore. You got that signed, Hector? That's rare, just so you know. I've been at shows. He will not sign anything card, anything poster, anything dealing with that. So you have that signed. Please take care of that. You have something there, sir.
I will ask Jordan, how many diamond records do you think Luda has compared to how many diamond records that Nelly has?
Hold up, what's a grade night? Is Ernie, break this down to me. What's a grade night? Is that like a homecoming or something? A party? Oh, they had a versus battle?
They had a verse, and Luda watched them. Luda watched them on the versus battle. This is not even me being objective about it. Luda's playlist, play set was so much better than what Nelly went with. I can't even defend him on that one. He played some stuff in an order that made no sense. He played some stuff that nobody would know.
Okay, the Warriors just moved from the 7th seed to the 5th seed in one game.
Yeah. 4 through 8 can be anybody. Every game matters at the end of the year.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6 are all 47 and 32, and that's Denver, Golden State, and Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers are in third seed at 48 wins. It's gonna get interesting, people. These playoffs, I hope y'all get ready.
But again, if the Lakers lose the last 2 more games and the other teams win their last 2 games, they can be 7th.
It's going down, people. Hold on, let's hear what Steph has to say right quick, folks. See what Steph is talking about right quick.
Came out with serious force. I saw Stephen with Lord Jamara. He's paused that for a moment. A lot of hugs to give up. The chef.
Steph will hold up an interview to hug the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
His brother-in-law is over there, so Lee.
Yeah.
Here we go. See what Steph's talking about.
Steph, I know we talked this morning. You said it's cliche, but you have to just take care of one game at a time. How are you able to come out tonight and assert that dominance early in the first and second quarter?
We're just very focused. Had a lot of energy. Understood the game plan. Your folks are playing at a high level, even in the midst of their
25, 9, and 6 tonight.
We're just trying to make their whole team work defensively for us. If we can make our brothers show early, good things usually happen, and that's how we want to make.
Yeah, you guys are pushing them to late in the shot clock in terms of the defensive side. I know that starts with
Big Jon. If OKC plays Golden State, 7-game series, who wins?
Golden State.
I agree.
It should be hopefully even more stacked. After this year, he just is our quarterback back there. He always is one step ahead. He communicates so well. He's so versatile, and no matter who he's guarding, whether guys he has given up size.
You called this, man. You said if Jimmy got over here, it's gonna be different.
We love having locked in, engaged, and doing what he's doing.
I know the last 2 months have to be fun having Jimmy.
That's what's gonna happen.
I say his young legs and inexperience in certain situations.
Galvanize this team and bring back that belief. Now you guys are 3 games away from the playoffs.
It's gonna be interesting. What if there's one for the thumb? Woo! It's gonna be interesting. Hope Panini pops out a last-minute product before the IP clock expires. Hey man, where's the trip?
So Jordan just sent me this.
What is that?
Right. Between Nelly and Luda, right?
Where's he finding rap?
Luda has 5 top 100 number ones to Nelly's 4, 18 top 10s to Nelly's 14, 56 top 100 hits to Nelly's 36, and 4 billboards to number ones to Nelly's 3. Right? They both have 3 Grammy wins. But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Nelly has 22 million in sales to Luda's 14.5. Song sales, Nelly has 23 million to Nelly's 20. To Ludacris 20. And streams, Ludacris has 1.9 bill and Nelly has 2.6 bill. Well, you know what he's missing on that? All those number ones that he has more of, he has no diamond records, and Nelly has 2 diamond records. Not platinum, diamond.
So when Jordan,
maybe they went platinum twice.
So when Jordan sent you that, was that his evidence of Luda?
For Luda being better. Not only has Nelly outsold them, he also has 2 diamond records.
Yeah, I just remember Luda stuff being spread out.
Yep.
Like, there were some albums that was like at the end, and then there were other albums where he had songs. And Nelly was hitting and rap for a while. So I don't know.
Only a couple rappers have diamond records.
You know why I like Luda so much? He was a DJ. Then he became a radio personality. Then he became a rapper. Then he became an actor.
You know why I like Luda? Because Luda's records were fun.
They were.
They were fun.
Man, throw some balls on them.
Throw some bowls. Chicken. I remember going to work on the bus in South Carolina, listening to the Chicken Bear album every day. Right, that was my ride to work. I'm listening to the Chicken and Bear. Right, the song he had with Mary J. Blige, and he always made his feature artists look good too. They were on songs that complement the feature album.
The only person he had a problem with was Chingy out of St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, No ID, Shauna, Kanye, Luda all went to the same elementary school for at the same time. Before he moved from Chicago and moved to Atlanta. They all were in the same elementary school together, doing music together in Chicago.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And one of the best conversations we've had. I enjoyed this. Right now, I feel just as good as I did when I came home. I'm not tired.
Me too.
Feel great. Feeling a lot of different stuff talked about tonight. That's what the play is all about. That's what's the play. I was at work like, man, I can't wait till I get home and get on this thing here. Well timed around the major Tops release.
They're all talking about Brenda's comment. Put any props out a last minute product before the IP clock expires. Oh, they will.
It's probably going to be Wemby related.
So I see Panini doing exactly what they did when the WWE license run out. You're going to get a lot of stuff really quickly, and it's going to be some high quality stuff. Like we got National Treasures, we got Flawless WWE for the first time. The Select product was amazing and sold amazingly when they came out, and they all came out like 3 weeks after each other until that license ended. So.
Yeah, these matchups. Woo! Steph out here throwing lobs. Trace Jackson great play tonight.
Look, Lakers got 2 games left.
Yeah. Who they play?
And everybody else has 3.
Who did the Lakers play? Lakers play. Hold on.
Dallas and one more team.
Dallas, Houston, Portland.
So 3 games left. So if they go 48-34 and everybody else wins, they drop to the 6th or 7th seed. It's crazy.
It's funny how, the league always wanted parity. There is parity.
Because the Western Conference, from the 2nd seed to 8th seed, really everything is up in the air. Why don't we take a look at the highlights and the 2 Spurs and Zubac chart.
Oh, who won between Spurs and Clippers? I'm imagining Clippers, right?
Probably.
How long is CP3 gonna play, man? It's got to be it, right?
Honestly, the Lakers might not want to see the Clippers get that 6th seed.
They don't. The Lakers do not want the
Clippers. They might not want to see that.
I'd like to know what some of these players, like when Kawhi gets off the court, what steps what is he going through? I know it's probably ice bath for him, but what else is he doing?
Probably getting his bolts changed because he's a robot.
Did you see LeBron on his podcast talking about what he does for his body?
Yep.
Man, it's running comedy, man. Talking about eating oatmeal. Okay. You know what, y'all? Everybody that's saying Lakers are 5, y'all don't even believe that. Still don't know what Fanatics high-end product will be. Flawless. We do not.
Well, Midnight would be one of them.
Anybody jump on V Friends?
The only thing besides trying to do collect more of these Squishmallow stuff with my daughter is I'm waiting on the WrestleMania Tops Now cards to come out for WrestleMania in 2 weeks. I'm gonna buy some of those.
Okay. You know, Thunder are 65-14.
Mm-hmm.
And
they won't make it past the second round.
They could be in the West Conference Finals, Big Jon.
Nah, I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt where the matchups fall.
You remember the 2015? Excuse me. Remember the 2014 Golden State Warriors?
Yeah.
People said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? Go ahead.
I can be wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt it, but as usual.
My favorite situation is Thunder versus the Warriors in the West Conference Finals. I would love to see that, man. That thing would be classic. You got the old and the new. Don't let these old men get at them. So, I mean, I would let Shea do Shea and shut down Jay Will. That'd be a problem, but we'll see.
They will. All right.
Who was Houston playing? I see them calling somebody a problem.
So, Houston, the way it would go, OKC would get Timberwolves or
that's a win. That's either one.
Houston would get Clippers.
That's it.
Memphis will get the Lakers, Nuggets, Warriors. So
who would play the Warriors and Nuggets?
Yeah,
I would love that.
Then you would get Warriors versus the winners of the Grizzlies and Lakers second round.
I would love that. And then give me OKC in the conference finals.
Yeah.
I would love to see Curry put out LeBron.
Again, yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened before. Yes. And then, we can talk about one for the song later in future weeks of what's to play. Hey, I appreciate everyone for being here. You don't know how much I look forward to this time every week. I get excited about what we're going to talk about. Today with Mike Malone, we had definitely another topic to talk about. I think there'll be more information that comes out as we go forward about why he was released. It's like Luka, why Luka was traded. AD is back trying to do his thing, but it's too late. We'll see him close out the season. Big Jon, I always appreciate you, man, and what you bring to What's the Play. Thank you all very much. We'll see you again on April 15th, which is tax day. Next week, Big Jon took the whole week off work.
To do your taxes?
No, I did. I did my taxes. Shit, almost February 1st. I did taxes. Did them early.
I just got mine done.
There you go.
Being an adult sucks.
It does. That's why when everybody's young, they're like, man, I can't wait to be an adult. It's not that fun.
All right, guys. See y'all out next week. Have a good one. Bye.
Keep rolling. Peace.